Sandro, I know that you are living in Predazzo, right?
Yes, that's true.
So this is the north of Italy. I was on ski in Predazzo, and this year, this winter period. So
Yeah.
I have the question. All we know, how does the situation look like in north of Italy? Could you tell us something? Are you sitting whole time at home? What about the people in the street? On Predazzo, Cavallese, Moena?
In principle, the biggest challenge are around Milano and Bergamo.
Mm-hmm.
Bergamo especially is the area where it's something incredible is happening there. People are dying very fast. There are the whole medical support is under pressure, and that's really the critical situation. We see every day videos more and more challenging with doctors working for 12 hours, having no rest. They are really like a missionary. It's incredible what is happening there. Luckily, the situation around Predazzo is not so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But in the last 4 days, we had 8 cases of infection by coronavirus. So in principle, since 8-9 days, all the people are requested to stay at home, inside the home, and therefore I'm just staying at home. As soon as I came back from Roer,
I was in my house with my family, and in principle, I was not out of my house in the last 8-9 days.
Okay, Sandro, how do you feel? Everything is okay?
Yeah, personally, I'm really okay. As you probably know, I was requested from the Norwegian Health Authority to go in quarantine during Roer.
Mm-hmm.
And I fully understood the request, and for me it was no discussion. So I spent 1 day still in Lillehammer.
And then the following 3 days, I was in a mountain hut,
Mm-hmm.
alone, completely alone, cooking by myself. Luckily, I had some pasta with me, so I was able to cook the Italian style. And it was really a strange situation, but the place was beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a lot of time to rest and to think about the future.
Yeah, let's talk a little about maybe not at the future at the moment, but right now of the sport. So was it a very difficult decision to make a season a little shorter and the end in Trondheim, right?
Yeah, for sure. I was not involved in the discussion because I was in quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it was a really difficult discussion. But at the end, if you see what is going to happen now, more and more, it was the right decision. Now we have all the athletes healthy, everybody in his own home. So in principle, we have the condition for them to stay with the family and be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
If you wait 2-3 more days, then you could also have the chance that the airport were closed, like it was, for example, for the challenging situation for the Polish team.
Mm-hmm.
And then you really don't know what will happen in the upcoming weeks. It can be something short, but could be also something that lasts 4 or 8 weeks. We really don't know what is going to happen in front of us.
Sandro, could you tell us, because maybe not all the supporters, ski jumping fan, they don't know about it a little, how did Stefan Kraft get this World Cup, and how the Austrian teams get the main prize for the Nation Cup?
Honestly, I didn't know. I don't know that because I was not present on site. So I honestly, I was after I had to leave the athletes in Lillehammer. I mainly lost the contacts,
Mm-hmm.
and the decision was really fast.
And honestly, I am not able to give you an answer. So you should ask Walter, because Walter for sure knows. Walter or Ost Nilgen.
Okay, Sandro, let's talk about the future right now.
Yeah.
We all nations, ski jumping federations, all nations are now in the really difficult situations because of coronavirus. I'm talking about the preparations for the new season, about the sport camps, because all hills are closed. Of course, the quarantine, the athletes are not able to go out from the home. And yeah, this is a very difficult situation. Did you spoke, for example, with some ski federations about the future, how they can look like?
Not yet. We are now mainly focusing internally how we can proceed. You know that we usually have middle of April our spring meeting. This has been already cancelled for the date that was planned. But in the meantime, we sent out to all the ski federation the request of to get the proposal for every ski federation for the future. Mm-hmm. We don't want to lose time, but at the same time, we have also to follow what the coronavirus situation is how the corona situation is moving.
So in principle, we don't want to lose time, and for this reason we sent out the request. Every ski association has time till middle of April to send to FIS some proposal. We will have a weekly conference call with the core group of the FIS staff,
just to follow the situation and to adjust all the action. For me, it was challenging because, as you probably know, I had to work professionally for the Biathlon World Championships in Anterselva, and I spent there 5 weeks for the full period, the preparation, the event, and right after. And for me, the raw air and the Planica were the best time to complete the transition period with Walter. And unfortunately, we had to stop in a very unexpected way, the change. And anyhow, we will use the next weeks to continue the transition and to bring in all the knowledge. So I'm in constant contact with him, and let's say we have to evaluate the situation step by step. Now it's really a challenge to say we can jump in summer, we will jump in September. Honestly,
this is what is going to happen now is something that probably is like a small war. And we need to understand how long does it take. Let's hope that this story will be over in a few weeks, but we don't know that.
Because if you watch the trend, is now the virus is spreading out around all the world, and it will be more and more challenging. People will have no chance to work, and this will have for sure an impact on every economy. And then we also need to address the summer season, if it's possible, according to this input. Maybe, we don't know, but maybe for the teams will be only a summer season with training at home, because we have to save money for the winter.
Yes,
we don't know. Honestly, it's a very unstable situation and a very challenging situation.
Yes, that is what I would ask about the summer Grand Prix, about the summertime, and you asked about and you answered about it. Maybe okay, well, sure. And there are some options, are ideas about the World Ski Flying Championship, which was in Predazzo, of course, because of coronavirus, always cancelled. About the new dates, did you spoke about it or some ideas? What do you think about it?
In principle, I'm trying to fit in the World Championships in the next year calendar. And of course, we have mainly two options. One option is to have the World Championship ski flying at the end of the season. And this is the easy option. The other option that we are evaluating is to have the World Championships in the first part of the season.
In December?
And then could be December, could be January. This is at the moment not so easy to understand and to discuss. Of course, December, at least in the last period, was more and more a challenging period to produce snow. And also we need also to think about the technical aspect, because if you jump, we probably never jump on the ski flying hill in December.
Right?
And snow may be challenging winter season with not so many jumps on snow. Ski flying hill in December is a combination that, from the technical point, is probably not the best one.
But for sure, is it possible to get the two world championships in one season? For example, the classical world championships and ski flying championship in the same season?
I feel it's an especially an extraordinary situation. We need to accept also some exception due to the fact that we had a very unexpected end of this season. So in principle, I feel we need also to understand the effort of the organizer, and I feel it's fair to give them a new chance.
Yes, right. Sandro, could you tell me when we can expect some ideas, some discussions straight from the FIS headquarters?
As far as I know, there should be a meeting of the council board within the end of March, so we can expect new information, and this will be mainly about the FIS Congress for the beginning of April. So it's I feel it's still 10 days to just to evaluate the development of the situation and take some action.
Okay, Sandro, I would like to thank you very much for this short interview. We'll, of course, we are waiting for some news, some decisions that are already made. And so we hope that we'll stay at health, because this is the most important right now.
Yeah, I feel that the current time is the most important part, because if you are not healthy, it makes no sense to discuss about anything else. So cross the finger and fight every day to be healthy.
Okay, Sandro, thank you very much, and stay healthy, and goodbye.
Okay, bye.